Hi there, I'm Allie Elliott.
Hi, I'm Allie Elliott. Welcome to my stream. So much for the countdown. I don't have that kind of patience. I'm gonna get started today. I'm gonna talk about goal setting, continuing what we've talked about for this week, and just getting everything set up for the business going forward. And I'm gonna wrap this image up. Um, there are just little tweaks that need to happen, but we are. I think we're ready to hit the ground running for business and creativity, not just business, like the fun too. Fun in games all the way. So I've got some new music going on. And then I'm going to burn into these edges a little bit. Since I'm using my stylus, I am way too close to. You can see that this image was, tell you what I'm going to do first is just create a little shadow here. Whoops, wrong one. That'll bother me. I've got to just create these shadows a little easier, a little more control over it. And using copy and paste, all that good stuff. Nice, subtle. Still thinking. Just gotta think for a minute. Photoshop helps me work on my patience. So I feel like the last 2 years, business-wise, have been so good. Just crazy, crazy good for my business and my career and everything. That my word of the year, rather than a resolution, my word is momentum. And I just hope that I can keep keep that brewing and keep some new things happening that make me excited. And I do. I've got some stuff on the horizon that I'm really thrilled about. Actually, I think I'm going to keep that hard edge on that side. All right there. I'm going to blend that a little bit. So when I sit down for the year and make my goals for the business, it's not just, obviously it is as well. I work on my financial goals, my profit goals, my profit margins, my cost per session, those kinds of things. That as business owners we have to, but I also try really hard to set up creative goals for myself to keep, the fun alive. Like we all went into this career doing it because we loved, presumably, because we loved creating images. And, for a long time, it's learning the technician part of it. Hopefully not while you're actively in business. But I think there are a lot of businesses that start off that way. And you kind of do things backwards. But I think that's pretty common too. But anyway, you get to a point where you have mastered the technician part. You've mastered the direction part, and you get to a space in your career where you're creating what you want to create consistently, and that is going to need to be defined a little better. There we go. And then you are able to branch out and go into a new genre, or maybe try exhibition or competition as opposed to client work. And I did exhibitions before I was ever I did exhibitions as a painter. And when I was in college and I was a broke art student, I put some photographs in a show and sold them. And that was my first taste of earning a living on artwork, on photography. But at that point, it was still not anything that I considered doing as a career or long term or anything like that. So it's kind of funny the way that it all worked out. Now I want to make sure to maintain some of the integrity of the fabric here. No matter what medium I'm working in, the lights and shadows, and I've got some weird color things happening there, but I can go in and clean that up later. But the lights and shadows on fabric and the way that the natural gradient and the way it lays and catches the light, that's always my favorite. There's something so sculptural about it. I feel like I just smeared lipstick all over my face, but just see how, like, even in the shadows, just that little glimmer of light gives a beautiful sculptural dimensional feeling. You don't even have to touch it. That's just naturally. And when you're smudging or painting or whatever, I treat smudging very much like painting. You always go in the direction of the light so that it'll maintain its shape. And that definitely needs some just got a little light there. That might be a little much. I've got some other stuff to work on today too. What is going on here? That's weird. Not quite that little. I'm going to bump up here. Be a little more precise. There we go. It sounds like a Christmas song, but I don't think it is. So I do want to get rid of this fabric, this pattern. It's not adding anything. It's very close to, and I might have to go against the grain of the fabric to take out the pattern that I don't want, but I've got to be careful around her hair. So I can use this bigger brush further away from her, but I'll have to switch to a smaller one when I get closer to her hair or her arm or whatever, so that I'm not sure does sound like Christmas. So I might hold on this shadow right here. I'm going to hold on to those to keep the shape of the arm. And this is just kind of a personal image that I wanted to. I liked the idea. It might be something I'll revisit for image competition. It's kind of hard to see over in those shadows. Sometimes my other monitor is actually easier to read because of my light. So for the past several years, my focus shifted kind of to creative side. I had some long-term exhibitions that I needed to bring to completion. And once you get those deadlines on paper, you just don't have a choice. And I feel like I work best with a little bit of pressure. So, and I tend to push really, really hard with my stylus here. So I can't, I don't do this for very long because it starts to, like, I've got no self-control, I guess. And like around this kind of bumpy part where her fingers are, it's the natural response to want to go like contour around the edges of her finger, and you just have to kind of leave it there so that you're not contouring the entire fabric of the chair to the bumps in her finger. Now this side, because it's in the shadow, I am going to contour it around her hand because it won't be noticeable. So I kind of like that. Now that I'm away from the contours of her arms and stuff, I'm like shaking the whole monitor and the whole desk and everything. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. Big plans. Heading into my living room. We've never, even before we had kids, we've never been a big New Year's couple. When I was a kid, my parents had two families that they would get together with every year, and they did that for over 40 years. These same three couples, and then like when we were little, it was us and then all their kids, and they alternate whose house is that and play. They have little like foods, finger foods, appetizer type things. And they play board games and charades and nice memories. We don't even do that in my house. We do well, okay, so we do, but the party is provided by my children, and yeah, we don't. Oh, I like that so much better. Nice and chill. Get rid of that harsh fabric. I like the chair, this chair in my studio, and it has been the chair that I've used in all my important images, even if I ended up replacing it in post with, a wooden chair or whatever, but it's the one that everybody's actually sitting on. It's a good height and it's got options, without the arms you can kind of see the shape of the person in it, all that stuff that's important. But the actual pattern on it, I don't care for. Okay. I'm gonna dodge a little, and I was just expecting to just do the hair on this. So I'm giving myself unnecessary work here. Just get that little edge away from. So we can watch movies on New Year's. If we watch movies, I'll go to sleep. Alright, I think we're close on this actually. I'll probably just go ahead and always anymore I try to go just darker than I would think, than feels natural. And I don't like the grays. I'm gonna add a little color back in. And that really brings out the deeper shadows. Nope, I like it out. Flatten and then duplicate, because I'm not committed enough to this being the end that I'm ready to say it. Okay, so then we've got to work on this. And before we do this, I'm going to, let's see, I just wanted to do a quick re-edit of this storm. It's not a storm. I've got storm on the mind because this is an old image and I want to switch out that sky. Okay, tell me which sky. I just need to look at them a little bigger. I think that might be it. Oh, I don't know, maybe that. Like how indecisive I am. I think the second. Whoops. 4957. I like that. And you can see my actual sensor dust. It's going to run a little. Sunsets, or not sunsets, but sky in general is hard to clean. The sun's harder than average to clean the sensor dust off of because there's such a shift, a gradual gradient shift that if you get it wrong is extremely noticeable. So just going to lower this. And put her right at the bottom third. And then just take, so everybody's out doing stuff because it's Friday night. But that's okay. I'm at peace with that. And despite that harsh line, I think this is going to work quite well. Here we go. Don't know about these shrub thingies. I don't love them. Just gonna burn down some of this because and this was the first sign of my little ballerina being a great model. So just check. There's nothing clipped, nothing blown. We are good. Alright, I'm going to flatten, duplicate, and then grab her and work on that coloring because it looks maybe like there's some exposure shifting in there. Some weirdness going on. Yeah, I thought so. I wonder if, let's test the boundaries of, oh, it did pretty good. Little. Okay, and then, actually, you know what? Hey, thank you. I'm gonna merge those. Ooh, we've got a line in her face. I will take care of that too. In fact, I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, so I'm gonna start just kind of sculpting her face, just as if I were creating a new painting, you know, at canvas. Her little white blonde hair. And then switch over. Now these are pretty small, so precision does not have to be a factor. She's pretty small in the frame. And you can always tell by the brush size. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to go back actually to a really small burn and just make sure that those little eyelashes. There we go. Okay. And then just make sure that shadow is back in here. Especially with her, because her eyes are so light, it's really, really easy for them to go looking unnatural because they're just so beautifully crystal clear. I'm just going to kind of sweep over this And especially these wispies, that's an opportunity to make them look really painterly and go. Take out the hard lines and allow it to have a nice soft. So if you're catching up on YouTube, check out the last two videos in preparation, get your business ready to go in the new year. And we talked a lot. I don't know if it was the last one or the one before where we just talked about getting people, hey, how's it going, Impoverish? Good to have you. It's quiet. How's your day? All good things? And then I'll go back in and define the fabrics here too. I did follow up and follow through with contacting Ray. Good! Step 1, check. Not even waiting on the new year. Good, good, good. I love to hear it. Oh, okay. How'd that go? Was that today? I was going to jump on that stream and I went into the black hole of the grocery store and didn't come out. What was the editing contest? What was the content? I didn't have anything on the schedule today at the studio, so I ran by there and just did like a quick, I shot a video for a quick studio tour, just like a little reel for Instagram. And I'm going to do a photo for my branding terms for the coming year, and I totally slipped my mind when I was there, so I'll have to do that tomorrow. Place second! Yay! Round of applause! Good! That's awesome! I like that idea too in editing. It's fun. I think those kinds of exercises are such a nice way to flex new creative muscles and try something that you wouldn't really have a reason to try otherwise. It's good stuff. Love to see it. I am going to open an online store for prints of some of my non-client work, for some of my competition type work this year. I'm excited for that. I thought it would be easier to do than it was because I thought it would be supported on my website that's speaking in split tone and Lightroom. I don't know anything about Lightroom. I've never used Lightroom. Well, I take it back. It's not that I've never used it. I've not used it much. Oh, you should do prints. I was thinking about that because we were talking about the other day about just, getting money. And I think prints are often overlooked for somebody who already has a portfolio and already has, work to draw on. That's a fantastic resource that isn't necessarily the first go-to. But I think that would be fantastic. And until I was doing competitions, I didn't really have anything that I felt like would be sellable to people other than the clients that were commissioning the work. So then when I started doing stuff, well, Insta spam. So then when I started doing stuff that was more personal and kind of meaningful, that was, oh, it came through weird. It came through on my watch weird. Okay, let me see. Oh, is this your edit? Oh, that's beautiful. That's a Lightroom edit. Very nice, very nice. Is that your image? Or was it, I guess not. If it was an editing contest, it was probably. Ah, oh, it is your image. There you go. That could be your first print. That's awesome. Man, I don't know what the deal is, but the like scammer, spammy type messages on my phone lately are just intense. The text message, I must have gotten on some list. Oh, yeah. Forced perspective will forever, um, my mind immediately goes to Disney, to the castle and the forced perspective, castle looking bigger. Like that's what my first. Oh no, what do you mean hit badly? Like weather? Oh, that's too bad. Fields and fields. I plant tulips well, I used to plant tulips every year and then kill them every year simultaneously. Uh, not intentionally. It's just not good. I do not have a green thumb. Not at all. My house is where plants come to die. We were not. Oh, I hate to hear they got messed up by the weather. It's too bad. Ugh, I'm just loving fabric. Oh, yeah. I love image creation. It's a totally different, totally different ball game than photography. And they both have disclaimer. Here's my disclaimer. They both have very important places, but they complement each other nicely. I'm always fascinated by the reportage, photojournalism categories in image competition. That's become more of a I think that for a while people focused more on the post image created type photography plus Photoshop, and those, because that was a new thing that you could enhance, change, alter, whatever you want to say, in that way. And now it's kind of the pendulum is swinging back, and we are celebrating more the I don't want to say raw because it's a format. It's misused often, but a unretouched image, because I can't leave them alone, and I don't want to. Okay, so I'm creating some more dramatic shadow within here because I want to define the light being on the other side of her. I clicked on the wrong one. Here we go. Oh, that's gorgeous. And you can share it on here if you want to. I'm hiding it. I'm keeping it all for myself. Oh, wait. Do you want me to I could share it on here actually if I'm signed in. Do you want me to share on here? That's not your image though, right? That's the I'm curious. I'd like to see the winner if that was second. That's beautiful. Very cool. I love the idea of a contest. Do a contest. Because you know I love competition. And that'd just be another way to celebrate it. Oh, cool. I'll take a closer look at that when I'm not on here myself, but it's good stuff. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. All right, let me see here. All right. I actually did not intend to spend so much time on this. And yet, here I am. Alright, and what I'm gonna do is alright. And then I'm gonna warm, so I just selected and copied the edge. And that's mainly so I can see. I'm red-green colorblind. So I have to go real dramatic so that I can see the area that I'm working with. Okay. And then I can take it down quite a bit. Then I'm going to take it all the way up to 100% because I don't want any of these hard edges. Yes, I am colorblind. I'm red-green colorblind. It is rare for a woman, but me and one of my sisters are colorblind, and my dad is colorblind. So it took me a long kind of separate training. And you can see in my old work, the proof is in the pudding. So this is just where I want there to be a little golden light. And now I can go down to a little over 50. Ah! My fellow colorblind people. And I'm just going into the shadows. See where there's a contour where she would be in the shadows. Where her body twists a little bit and taking that golden light back. Definitely there. Gotcha, gotcha. People be like, I love your photos. Just watch when someone tells them they're colorblind. They'd be like, oh yeah, well, I don't know about that. Yes, I've kept that under my hat for a long time until I felt like, I don't know, I felt confident enough or whatever that, you know, I could stand by my work and know that I knew what they were seeing. And you know what? Van Gogh was colorblind, worked all right for him. And my little teams that I coach in soccer are 9 to 15-year-olds. And when they found out, they were like, what color is this? What color is this? Like, you can see some of it. Joel Grimes. Yes, he's speaking at imaging with me, I think, next, well, next month. I just want a little rim lighting there. Okay. Olaf, hello. How are ya? I am working on something I had zero intention of working on this much. It's the way it goes sometimes. How are you today? Yep. We can do that. I meant to merge it and then duplicate it. Ah, thank you. I'm going to erase that back because I want a little, I jumped the ship a little bit on on the warmth here. I'm good. I spent an obscene amount of money at the grocery store, as we all do from time to time, but getting my New Year's Eve snackies. I love a snack holiday. Who doesn't love a holiday where you just snack on like indulgent, rich foods? Alright, and I'm gonna leave. Well, do I want to? Let's. Yes! Lobster. And there is enough of a painterly. I might. Let's see. This will be experimental. If I just take a big smudge. I think I like it. I'm going with it. I'm going to go down though so I don't go off the page there. Just have almost like a little, because I want to keep some of that. Make her shorter. I just made her shorter. That happened. Yeah, I like New Year's Eve is honestly one of my favorite. I love the idea of getting out and going dressed up and, you know, doing stuff, but I really just wear my pajamas and play board games with my kids. And it's a good time. I don't like being on the road. What do I want to do with this? Oh, look at that sky. Do I want to just leave it alone? I don't know. I'm going to save this as JPEG. And I'm going to do something that I almost never do just to see what I'm working with here. Nope. Just wanting to throw New Year's dinner. Like, yes, groceries, man. What? That is the industry to be in, I guess. I don't know. I'm sure they're hurting too. Like, I'm sure they're, um, I'm sure their costs are, you know, whatever, but. Hey, Flavio! Yeah, it's tough. Get those prints. You said people wanted you to sell prints, yeah? Are you going to or no? Not so much. I love board games, except for Monopoly. I will not play Monopoly again. There was an incident, 2001. Video games. Aww. Yes, I will. Maybe this is the one time a year I might jump on a video game with my sons and give it a go. Everybody's heard of it. They were dark times, man. I'm gonna be honest. I hate black and white. It's almost never do I like black and white. Almost never. I'm gonna keep this one though. We don't mention the word Monopoly in this house. I've legitimately never played Monopoly with my children. They have some. They've played, but I'm not a. I had one of my first clients when I started out many, many years ago was my husband's cousin. And when I was shooting photographs of his kid, he was like, "So if you have a picture that turns out bad, you just turn it black and white, right?" And I was like, "Yes." You know what? My 14-year-old is learning chess, and he tries badly to get everybody to play with him. I don't know how to play. And if I did, I wouldn't play with him because he seems very confident. I don't trust him. But maybe I'll play checkers with him. I don't know if we have checkers actually, but maybe for New Year's. That seems like a good. We had COVID last New Year's Eve, so this is my chance for a redo. Okay, let's see. So the reason I pulled up this image anyways, because one of my words of the year is twilight, and I just need to know if we're past the vampire connotation with twilight, and we can move on to that like warm, purple, golden feeling at the end of the day, or if we're still in the vampire thing, then maybe I'll save it for another year. Oh no. Yes, purple hair will throw things a little off. Yes. Oh man, that's why I'm color casts are the reason I started carrying off-camera lighting on location everywhere I go, because to control the direction of lighting makes it so much easier to not have that bounce from all different directions, especially if you aren't in the shade, really in the shade too, just that like green yellow glow back from the ground and just off camera flash, strobe, take care of that. I don't know if the hair is purple, if that's still going to cast somewhere, probably. Yes, he's looking for people to play for sure. I don't know what that is, but if it's scary, count me out. I watched Mean Girls with my kids the other night. It's underrated. Highly underrated. Cinematic masterpiece. I can't watch a movie on New Year's though because I won't stay awake. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. I need to do a newborn. I think I had them open. I need to do a little head swap here. Where did I put that? 90% of my stream is me trying to find stuff that I put somewhere. What are these numbers? 654. That ought to be easy to remember. And I don't know if these angles will work anyway, but I'm going to try it. Just to throw a little 641 newborn, a little fresh newborn edit on Instagram. I've got my light going the wrong direction. Do I? Maybe not. That one is definitely warmer. I am not a scary movie person at all. My teenage boys were very into scary movies this Halloween, and they like wanted to know which ones were the good ones. First of all, none of them. But the last scary movie that I watched that I can remember was the Blair Witch Project when it first came out. It just needs to be a little teeny bit bigger. Just laughing scary movies. I feel like it's goofy when I'm watching them, and then when I'm like going to bed after I watch them, I'm like on the ready. Or cuz I get up hours and hours before anybody else in my family to work out, and I go into the basement and then I get scared. And then I have to wake everybody up. Shut up. Exactly. And then I scream and everybody, actually only about 50% of my family would wake up if I screamed at like 5 o'clock in the morning. The majority of them would not even move or just be like, I'm sure she's fine. She's a tough lady. Frozen nightlight. You're in good company. I feel like my little girls with their frozen nightlight, I feel like they would do better at this baby's making faces. Which mouse do we want? Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's a different Frozen. That's a different font. Let it go. That's like let the investigation go. That's what it's about. That came up my dad and one of my sisters is like all about unsolved murders and if it's up to me, they're staying unsolved. No desire to be scared, pretend, or real life. No thanks. Actually, just day to day life. Scary enough. Oh yeah, there you go. We've got some reflections. I had to take a break from the arms and legs composite. I just want to get those details in there. Yes. Let's see it. Now that my music sounds like something from Frozen, and I didn't do that on purpose. Let's see. And I'm going to take this down to like 50. Well, I'll have to look at that. I don't want to use somebody else's. Oh, it has a Denver. I don't know who that is. Huh. That's cool. I'll take a look at that though. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Oops. Thank you. Fuzzy baby. I've got a bunch more. I had a baby boom at the studio at the beginning of December and middle of December, and I've had a little lull now for the last couple weeks. Nobody's having their babies around Christmas, I guess. Or like on Christmas, around for sure. And then it starts again. And I've got imaging. I'm speaking at imaging on marketing to create loyalty, to create attention and loyalty, something like that. It's great. They titled it. I didn't. That's why I don't know. Bunch of composite stuff. Pole fitness commercial studio. Huh. Oh, that's cool. I'm going to go really small here. It's funny how as soon as like I just obsess over Christmas, and then as soon as Christmas is over, I'm excited for New Year's and Valentine's Day. Any reason to have a little party. Oh, he's from England. Well, if you have an accent, then you automatically keep people's attention better. Like a pretty accent, not like a muddled Chicago, Southern Indiana situation that I've got going on. When I'm coaching, if I need to get the kids' attention, I just use an accent. Works like a charm. All right, I'm going to give a little blur to this background. And a nice big pizza party, yes. Everybody loves a pizza party. We are looking at going to England this year. We booked, so my kids were ranked Pokemon players. Before for several years before 2020. So, and then we were actually at a tournament when the shutdown happened. We were in Canada, and we thought it would just be a little temporary break, you know, like everybody did. But in February of 2020, we booked a trip to Normandy and London for the kids to play at World Championship. And obviously that didn't happen. And then they took it off like 2 years, and they don't play. My kids don't play Pokemon anymore. So, but the airline wouldn't give us our money back. So we have all this credit, and we don't fly places very often. I love a road trip. So we are looking at some camps some soccer camps for him to go play in this year. So I'm thinking we might go pass on a road trip. I love, it's the Midwesterner in me. I love a road trip. Snacks, good music, just look at the sky. Love a road trip. Going to Seattle, that's awesome. Well, were you moving though? Fly into a city for their food. That's fun too. I like that adventure. I'll go on a lot of different adventures. Moving is different. That's different than a road trip. I do not want to move places. That's cool. I like that. Okay, if you could fly anywhere in the world for the food for a day, where would it be? Do I want to keep the hands? I don't know. I think I do. I do want to keep the hands. clam or lobster bake on the coast of New England, Maine. Oh, that's awesome. I can see that. We traveled a lot when I was a little kid, and my dad would get chowder. I can't. I think it must have been clam chowder. That's what chowder, most common chowder, most well-known chowder. I never ate it. Someone, but oh no, but that sounds like I would put on a lot of weight. Because I can't watch people eat without feeling hungry. Like when I watch Real Housewives and they're always eating like hors d'oeuvres and stuff, that makes me. I went to the grocery store hungry today, so we're good for a long minute. We're good in the snack department. This is an interesting. Okay. Okay. I gotta get back to figuring this stuff out because I wanted to do a newborn re-edit real quick to be able to. I was gonna paint it, but I don't actually think that this baby needs to be painted. Like, look at that flawless newborn skin with texture and yeah, there's no. That's right. So I want to. Yeah, no, I like it. I like it with the texture. Consider it done. Modifier in studio, I have a 50-inch Westcott. It's a huge softbox, which it's not actually that. I've always felt like it was huge, and then I did a class at imaging last year, and the softbox was like 8 feet. 51-inch just seems big, right? I feel like that is big. I prefer umbrellas actually most of the time, but for whatever reason I just have a big square softbox. That was like the thing that you did, and then I really like it, but I prefer umbrellas. Give it a bigger one, yes. Oh, okay. Do you like? I would love that for overhead for like butterfly type lighting on grown-ups. So what unit are you using with that? I don't know. I just don't know if I can get in the headspace for the arms and legs tonight. Okay, here's what I need. I need a darker skirt for that one that I can make be see, I changed what I was doing, and so I didn't shoot these for what I'm actually using it. Bulbous pointed. Okay, what is the yeah, that's how I do too. So I bounce it into the back of the softbox with the silver reflector, and then diffuse it with the front of the softbox. That's just a white sheerish. All very technical terms here. Do you think doctors do that? Like, pass me the thingy, the heart thingy. I bet they do. I'm gonna ask them. I have a solid portion of my client base are doctors at our hospital, so Hmm, 1510. That's kind of light though. $15.46. Let's do that. Now I have to make my way back to this. And I think, what was the number I used? That's secretly the reason that I stream, so that I can remember the numbers that I intended. Okay. Okay, gotcha. So I have had on I like to keep critical tabs open on my phone. And the critical tabs are like, I've got like 23 critical tabs right now. And several of them have been open since imaging last year. And I decided, I think I want to not switch to, but add some Westcott light to my studio collection. I'm distracted by reading messages. But I haven't done it yet. So we'll see what this brings. Uh-oh. What? Let's see. I probably need to warp this. I think warp is maybe my most favorite tool for compositing. And I know it messes with the pixels and, whatever. But I don't care. So there. I feel like maybe there we go. And then I just need to blend that a little bit. And it's hard to, because I can always change the crop. I'm on board with changing. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna take this down just a tiny. No, you know what? I'm not. Not gonna do it. And let's just see if this will. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, it's gonna be, composites get a little gross before they start to get defined. So we'll get there. It just takes a little time. Let's just keep that shadow. There we go. Okay, so I know there was a leg, so I need a camera left leg. And I know I have one sticking out somewhere. Where is that leg? Okay, cool. Thank you for sharing that. Where is the leg? It's just a toe. I like this music station. Here's the leg. 1531, that'll do. Save that. Okay, so before anybody else was on here, I was talking about goals for the year, because I don't do, like I said the other day, I don't do resolutions or anything, but it's a good marker to reset for your business. We're obviously all getting ready to do tax stuff, so we take a look at our financial goals, our creative goals, our business goals, like your time goals, and get that sorted out so that you can successfully navigate the year and know when you are doing what you set out to do. And it's nice to revisit or to visit that. I'm going to take this way down and just kind of tulle is a nice forgiving fabric. So there's leg. Okay, so that's all going to go together eventually. My computer catches up. Alright, so we've got that one doing what she needs to do. That one doesn't have a right leg, left leg actually. So let's find her a leg. There we go. 1541. The foot is going to be hidden, so I can use just the top of this other leg. pop that behind. And I see this other tool over here kind of in front. So I can make that be a part of this. Okay, so I want to extend this a little bit in case we don't add another body there. And then I'm gonna burn into okay, cool. Thank you. Very nice. Okay, so this is middle left. So I can tell you right now there are going to be some that I need to still have a random arm that I need to add, because I don't feel like these are going to be 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 on one side and 3 on the other, and I need maybe some. I don't know if I want balance. I think I want a little more chaos, a little like when you notice that they're uneven, it makes you twitch a little bit and hold your attention. This is definitely going to be a competition image. This is also going to be an exhibition image, but not that it's not going to be a standalone exhibition image. It's going to be part of a mixed media set. Yeah, definitely. So I might hide the arm. It's a little distracting. All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So actually that leg might be unnecessary as well. No, it's not. I think the leg I'm going to put right there. I might work on her feet because that is bothering me a little bit. Yeah, we'll just merge those together for now. I'm finally going to save this as progress 2, and we'll probably get into the 20s or 30s before this thing had VODs turned. I don't know what that is. Like where it saves that? Video on demand, I assume. I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Are they not showing up? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes, and immediately after I stream, it goes onto my YouTube, so you can go way back. Since Twitch doesn't keep them, but for I think a couple weeks, or like it keeps the most recent ones. Yeah, I'm totally type A, and immediately upon finishing, let's see. I've got some random. There it is. Yes, for sure. Speed through is definitely helpful, especially these ones. I figure with the competition stuff, I will go through and do an image or I'll do a video for YouTube that is specifically the image start to finish, because for competition, I like to, and exhibition too, I like to create it and step away for a while and then come back and see how it is translating. Where is the matching girl here? There she is. Yeah, my clients are, honestly, I have the best clients in the world. I absolutely adore my client base. And I'm going to move this up to the front. Oops, not that. Where did it go? 1, 2. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, I can just make it all make sense. Okay. And on these like slightly chaotic composites, I'll do a lot more lassoing than I normally would, just because there'll be some kind of debris. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, I have a lot of phenomenal clients that are very interested in the fine art aspect of it, and then I've got others that really would just prefer see the finished product, and that's that. And that's, I'm on board with both. Okay, so I'm gonna send her back. Get out of here, girl. But I'm gonna send her way back. Because what I need to do is, I need my girl's feet. I saw it somewhere. Send her feet. And then get up here. I'm getting a lot of layers here. Okay, so first things first. Just bring this shadow down, give it a little depth. Okay, merge those. And I'm going to duplicate and hide one. Okay. So, let's see how. Okay, so I'm gonna select the inverse there and just carefully, especially these harder edges, it's a little easier. I'm gonna leave kind of a halo around her hair because I want to hold on to the wispies, but make sure that all these hard edges go. And then I'm gonna reselect just so I can get. And then I'm gonna burn the lighter part there. Just get it closer. I'm gonna fix the backdrop because I hate it a lot. One thing at a time though. It's okay. Okay, and this is definitely one of them that is not going to make sense right away. It's going to take a while. It's going to take all of this detail work, and then when you flatten color and play with the light a little bit and make it more dramatic, then it starts to make sense. I'll check it out. I don't know what this is. Man. Okay, I need this leg. Do I want that leg? Yes. Yes, I do want that leg. I'll answer myself. That leg. Hmm. I just kind of want it silent. I would love to hear your goals. Share your goals for your business this year. Inspire me. find a direction so I can cut through this nebulous to try and figure it out and actually work. Yes, I like it. That getting reestablished is not for the faint of heart, but so worth it. I have all these plans, information. Oh, thank you. Good. I'm glad to hear it. This career has been incredible. And if I can help somebody else, get through those barriers that everybody has when they start out or reestablish themselves, then it's been a good day. No. There we go. I get so antsy to finish, to just skip ahead and get to the fun part of a composite like this. But if I do that, then inevitably there will be something that I wish I had taken more care to do better the first time. And I don't want to sell myself short. Future me will think. Nope, I didn't mean to do that, I guess. Select. There we go. I like that. I'm gonna keep it. Alright, I need a skirt. I probably need, what I need to do, realistically, is close some of these. But here we are. 1546. 4654. 15, 46, and 54. No matter what, my back always pops. The layers in this dress make it nice and easy to blend. Yes, the SEO stuff, and it's an ever-changing thing. So like once you think you've got it handled, Just kidding. So that is the hard part of that for sure. Okay, let's see here if we can make some magic with the... Let's see. Okay, let's see. So these are the goals. Venturing out to the whole area. Yes, absolutely. Now, remind me, are you from the area and moved back, or so you kind of know your options as far as locations and moved from? Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, absolutely then. Key. How's your winter going to be? Is it going to be a long, cold, arduous winter? Do you know? Or can you kind of start? Oh, that's kind of exciting. I don't think I could live somewhere that I didn't get snow, though. I know that a lot of people absolutely could. But I would miss it. My husband is one that could absolutely live without snow forever. Oops. Didn't need to do that. Going out and photographing people in a new spot. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I love location scouting, and I've lived here how long have I lived? 10 years. And it's still, I mean, there are still things that I haven't shot, just haven't capitalized on a location the way I should, or places that I don't know about. I love it now when people want to do the stuff at their home. It's a nice, and it's a challenge too. It's a little bit of a challenge to figure out the best light and location and all that. But then it's really special. Yeah, and you just kind of get to reinvent yourself and your style, and it might help. I think that's something that's a novelty, it's new and exciting and it's different than what they're used to. So there's a benefit there too, for sure. Okay. Uh-oh, what did I merge together? The leg and the skirt. Okay, so never mind. That can be merged. I panicked for a minute. And then, let's see, where's she at? I gotta go back. I missed some. Adding color grading beyond color correction. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, color really, and it's the way it filters through the shadows and through the highlights of an image. No, can't say that I have. Is it family friendly? Maybe I'll be looking to add that to my holiday. Where is her face? There we go. Okay. And then I gotta move it back there. I don't want her armpit right by. Oh, that's why it's not showing up. We got. Alright, then we've got that coming from somewhere. Oh, no, we don't. That is just. That is just where it cuts off. Smooth that over. There we go. Oops, I grabbed the wrong thing for that, but that'll do. And this image will change pretty significantly then when I start adjusting color and focusing on lights and shadows and oh, hi, Lois. I'm sorry. I was in the zone. How are ya? Yes, I flip the layer almost every image that I do because I have my studio set up to where so if I'm looking at my backdrop, camera right is where my lights are set up, the main light, and we read left to right. So I want the light to filter in from the camera left side. So I flip almost every image that I work on. I do say hi. I say it slowly. I was in the zone, man. I'm sorry. What are you shooting? That's exciting. Let's hear it. Now I want to find this guy, this gal. Where is she? Serpentarium. One more time. Will they close in the winter? Why? I guess they probably. It's not that exciting when everybody's asleep. What are your goals? Since you're late to the party, now you have to share with the class. What are your goals for 2023? She might not even need like feet. I'm going to sit on that, but I like this shape. Trying not to get excited because it's been a really lousy couple of weeks. I'm sorry. Every time. Oh, I'm sorry. Get excited anyway. Because then the worst that happens is that you spent a little time being excited and happy and, you know. She's a little further away, so I will. And then, where'd this one go? Where is she? You know what? Getting through today is a good goal. Not how that works. I assume you're talking about my Pollyanna outlook on be happy anyway, get excited anyway. I'm an excitable person, so I can't help myself. There she is. Where do I... I don't know where I want her. Create some triangles. Maybe I'll bring up okay. With the new insert. So, do you have to get a permit to shoot there? Or are they just cool with, like, to bring gear and stuff? How does that work? I know I have a backdrop in here somewhere. Where is it? Oh, good! I live my life in constant fear that I was supposed to have a permit. and I don't. I'm careful to get permits though. Everybody just calm down. Okay. Okay, so I'm pretty pleased with these. That kind of handles the claw too. Where is... I had an arm. Yeah, I think it's time. We all know. Oh, that's awesome. Aw, that's honestly amazing. Okay, and then, so I want to take, oh, that's cool. When I was working on the Hero series, and we had to find places to shoot because I was traveling all over looking for, it was just like we were matching it up with when I could be in town, and we usually only have like a little bit of time. And there were so many places that were so kind and helpful and let us use whatever we needed to use. And it was really a positive experience. Do they have your prints up? That would be pretty cool. There we go. That arm straightened out makes a big difference. I still have an armpit in there. Happens. Straight armpit. Alright, so camera left, starting to become what I want it to. So let's work on the other side. Man, it's just like when I get to this point, I'm like, I can start to just taste it a little bit, and I want to jump the gun a little bit and just have it done. Oh, even though there's Yeah, I've had that experience too with de- depending on, parks and museums and zoos. Like, even if you have the correct permit, they're still like, yeah, I would stick with the crew. Okay, let's see. So I probably just need. Oh, no, I don't want that. Hmm. Just need some skirts, like for the ones that are back behind. These aren't even gonna be like, isn't even gonna be a thing. So just filling in right there. So I want to connect that to her. You know, which one I mean. These are all out of order. Okay. Thought I went through all of them and I didn't see. Oh, there she is. Alright, and since I'm so close to the edge over here, I want to be this close over here too. Oh, yeah, that's how I feel too. I always get a permit. Like, even if it's me and my kids or whatever, I just feel like it's too easy since I have a business for them to say, you have to have one. Unless if it's really expensive, then I'm just not gonna take pictures. Oh, good. Yes. I mean, you could kind of create some detail photos with, you know, just like a collage. Or if you're on IG, then like a reel that is fast paced that will kind of flash some of the highlights, the ugliest of the ugly sweaters. No, I would also not. Most of them are the ones that I've worked with anyway have been better about recognizing commercial versus, well, commercial as in the way it was explained to me the last time I was there was commercial would be more for, like, not for a family session, not for a child or portrait, but if you're going to have to obstruct a walkway and set up enough equipment that people are going to have to go around you, or you're going to have to restrict access to certain areas because of your crew or whatever, then they want you to have a commercial. But otherwise, they don't really care. Oh, blog, yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. And when you are blogging, make sure that you're aware of what your name of your image file is, because if you have, you can use that for crawlers for SEO too. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think most people probably don't, but one bad apple, that's how it works. Well, we can't have nice things. Somebody ruined it. I'm gonna see these skirts like in my sleep. Okay, so, well, but it's gonna be worth it. I can feel it. I can tell. Okay, I need a nice shadowed skirt. I'm gonna flip this one so that the light is on the right side. Power's just getting violent. That's how they handle things. Pacific Northwest. Yes. We don't have tourists. People don't come to southern Indiana, they go through it. They come here by accident. Why do I keep losing these? Make sure I save properly. I have to get the skirts done tonight because I can't live like this where I'm still getting the skirts lined up. Yeah, for sure. That's the thing about marketing that is frustrating, I think, for people, that you don't necessarily, and most times don't, see an immediate return. You're setting the foundation. You've heard the rule of 7, where a consumer needs to see your brand 7 times before they're ready to trust you, before they're ready to value you with their money. And you're laying the foundation to get through those 7 times. So the quicker you can get there, then when the time comes that they need a photographer, you are the one that they think of. And that's all you really have to do, is just set up that. Oh yeah, I'm sure it will be at tomorrow. I'm kind of surprised they're open. Supposed to have electronic business cards arrive. Yes. But the jingle. Oh, that's too bad. That's cool. I didn't order anything new. I just ordered the same business cards when I'm at imaging. I have separate business cards for exhibition and speaking, and I ordered some new ones of those, and they're the same. Imaging is in Nashville this year, and I'm teaching a pre-con class, so everybody come see me on marketing for loyalty and attention, because I love me some attention. Oh, I thought you were going with New Year's is the last day they're open, they're closed till next year. Because my kids keep making that joke, and it gets funnier every day, every time they say it. Oh, that's awesome. So how long will they be closed? Through like till March probably? Oh, whistling. Terrible. Well, it's in Nashville this year, and then next year it's in Louisville, which is like basically my backyard. So hopefully I'll be speaking again, or I'll be getting my master artist degree this year, but they changed all that, so I'm a little bit bitter. And a new car. See, there's your road trip. Road trip to Kentucky next year in the dead of winter through all the western states. A great idea. It's a fabulous idea. I'm fine. That's okay. I forgive you. I would be on board with a road trip like that, unless, so when it was in Nashville last time, there was a huge snowstorm in the plains or whatever. And one of my friends didn't get to come. She got to the airport and then got shut down. So that was a bummer. And then last year, half of everybody just didn't come because Omicron was, I don't know. But I went, and I got a degree there, and I was up for GIAs last year, but I didn't. I was a loser this year. Yes. Visit in the winter, but you won't get to go see the snakes. I think I'm having an allergic reaction to my watch band. Okay. 3 more skirts. Let's do this, and then I can sleep tonight knowing that the skirts are matched up. That's right. Countdown is on. You know what? I don't have any legs on this side. I feel like maybe legs should be. And actually, I want that a little higher. So where's she at? Not her. There's a weird crooked situation happening. Must be. There she is. Yeah. I just hotkey transformation because that's what I've always done. And I do everything the way I've always done. Man, oh, this is interesting. Let's go with it. Okay. I don't know what, let's try folk. There we go. I don't know what, list I got on there. Interstate 80, 70 does. 70 goes Terre Haute, Indy, over to Columbus, Ohio. Yeah, I'm in Indiana. If 80 does, it's not near me. That doesn't mean it. It just means I don't pay attention. I don't pay that much attention. Okay, this is. I don't know if I can do the skirt. I think I might be done. Yeah. I feel like I made some good progress today. And I don't want to cut corners, so I gotta know when to cut myself off. Just like when I was a bartender, I gotta cut everybody off before it gets sloppy. But oh yeah, I don't go up there very often. I go up to Chicago. So I was a bartender in college. I was probably terrible at it. It was fun though. It was a fun job. I don't even drink, but it's not hard work. Flip the drinks. All right. Come hang out with me on Instagram and on YouTube where it's sad and lonely. And I'll be back. I don't know if I'll be back this weekend. Maybe. I don't know. Every time I say, it doesn't happen. So maybe tomorrow I'll be back. Probably not Sunday. Sunday is pretty full. But definitely Monday. At the latest, I will be back Monday, and I will work on these arms and legs and getting these skirts put together. And then we can get to the fun part of this composite. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. It's always a pleasure. And I will see you soon. Happy New Year! Bye.
That's why you my mommy. Please.